Recruitment is more than finding candidates, it's communicating expectations and decisions clearly. In this presentation, you'll learn practical recruitment vocabulary in English that teams use for roles, screening, interviewing, and hiring outcomes. By using these terms consistently, you reduce confusion between recruiters and hiring managers, improve candidate experience, and make your process more transparent. Each slide focuses on real words you'll hear in job descriptions, interview plans, and candidate updates. Before you recruit, you must define the job clearly. In practice, vocabulary like job description, key responsibilities, must-have skills, and success metrics helps teams avoid misunderstandings. When hiring managers and recruiters share the same language, resume screening becomes more consistent, interview questions align with outcomes, and candidates receive accurate expectations. This clarity also makes it easier to justify decisions, document reasoning, and adjust the process when you see pipeline gaps. Core role vocabulary turns job requirements into interviewable criteria. When you say experience level, scope of work, reporting structure, and work authorization, you create a shared checklist for screening and interviewing. Candidates also benefit because the job communicates expectations without surprises. For recruiters, this language supports accurate matching and faster decisions. For hiring managers, it ensures questions measure the right capabilities rather than unrelated traits. It's common to hear skills and competencies used interchangeably, but they serve different purposes. Hard skills are technical capabilities like tools, methods, and measurable practices. Soft skills describe collaboration and communication under real conditions. Competencies link behaviors to results, like ownership or stakeholder management, so interviews can assess patterns. Finally, evidence matters. Examples from projects, metrics, and references prove the claims, supporting more reliable hiring decisions. Screening vocabulary includes resume screening, shortlist selection, and assessment methods. Resume screening is the first pass where you compare resumes to role criteria and record why candidates match or don't. Shortlist selection uses agreed scoring so decisions are consistent across interviewers. Assessment methods, like tests or work samples, help you measure job-relevant tasks, which improves prediction of future performance. When these terms are clear, candidates also receive better updates and fewer surprises. Interview stage terms make the process predictable. A phone screen validates role fit and communication basics before you invest time in deeper interviews. A behavioral interview uses past examples to evaluate competencies like leadership, conflict handling, and ownership. A panel interview brings multiple interviewers together to reduce individual bias and collect diverse signals about performance. When each stage has a purpose, candidates know what to expect, and teams can compare evaluations more fairly. Hiring pipeline vocabulary maps the full journey: applicant tracking, interview evaluation, and offer and onboarding. Applicant tracking means using an ATS to capture candidates, manage status updates, and store evaluation notes for accountability. Interview evaluation uses scoring rubrics so feedback becomes comparable and decisions are traceable. Finally, offer and onboarding transitions the selected candidate with clear terms and relevant context, reducing drop-offs. This language helps recruiters move faster while keeping the process consistent and candidate-centered. Recruitment vocabulary matters because words shape how decisions are made. When teams use structured criteria, they define fit in terms of outcomes, evidence, and agreed rubrics instead of personal impressions. Consistent feedback also matters. Using the same evaluation language across interviewers helps teams compare signals fairly. Transparent communication, like clear timelines and decision explanations, reduces anxiety and improves candidate experience. Ultimately, precise hiring language supports fairness, speed, and trust. Let's reinforce common hiring terms you'll use daily. Applicant pool refers to the total set of candidates available for consideration. Pipeline status indicates where a candidate currently sits, like screened or under review. Hiring decision is the final selection based on evaluation results and stakeholder consensus. Candidate experience describes how candidates feel about communication and respect during the process. Mastering these words helps you write clearer updates and make your hiring work more understandable. To practice, turn vocabulary into action. First, write a rubric that converts competencies into scoring levels with observable behaviors as anchors. Next, update candidates with clear, consistent language and realistic timelines, so expectations match reality. Finally, debrief teams by summarizing evaluation evidence, decision rationale, and action items using shared recruitment terms. When you apply these practices, your hiring conversations become faster, more consistent, and more respectful to candidates.